Hey guys, what's going on? It's Diddy Doms from Marvel Contest of Champions, and first off, I just wanted to thank everybody for all the support and comments. It's been really great, all the feedback that you guys have been giving me, and I wanted just to throw out there that I'm doing this for you guys, to be able to help you guys out, whether it's tips and tutorials or anything. And that being said, one of the comments that I had in my prior video was, how do you get all your 2-star characters? With that, I decided that I would do a video on it. So if you have any comments or ideas that you think would be great for a video, just throw it out there, and I'll certainly try to make it happen. And so that's what I'm doing today is a video on how to build up your roster. If we take a look at my roster right now, obviously I'm pretty far progressed in the game, but you take a look at all the 2-stars that I have. I have about 8 teams running right now, and I actually have 2 extras. I'm missing a 2-star Magic to have 9 full teams running. But anyway, so there are different stages in the game is how I would describe it. So this will be from the perspective of you're just entering the game, you're a beginner in the game. How do you build up your roster? How do you get as many 2-stars to compete in the 3-star event and go forward from there? So what I would suggest is initially, if you use the methods that I put out there for how to get units, I would definitely buy your premium hero crystals at first. For us average players, we do tend to get more of the 2-stars from these crystals than anything else. I do have 2 unopened ones right now, and I'm not going to open them right now. I'm going to wait a little bit, but you could buy them in packs. Certainly feel free to save up, to get 5. They're always a little bit better to open, collectively, though the odds really shouldn't make that much of a difference. But from what I did was I would get 100 units by a crystal, and I'd get a 2-star the majority of the time. I really didn't get a 3-star until probably about a good month in. And then I was, fortunate because I was able to build up my roster that way. So if you're really early on into the game, I would definitely, use your units to buy premium crystals. That's going to be how you get the majority of your 2-stars in the beginning. At this point, if you're a little bit later on in the game and you have a bunch of 3-stars and your 2-star roster is pretty set, do not waste your units on the premium crystals. The chances are you're going to get a 2-star. Go into the arenas and do your best to battle out to get some more higher level champions. It just won't happen. However, back to the beginning phases, if you want to get as many 2-stars as possible, I 100% guarantee you must compete in the Crystal Cornucopia. Take a look at the rewards and the milestones. I've gotten all the milestones at this point, but these are all 2-star crystals. So if you want to get a guaranteed just a 2-star character, this is your way to go. So just by the milestone, those are all 2-star again, and you'll open them up, and hopefully you won't get a duplicate. The worst case scenario, you get a duplicate, and then you just level up your 2-star character. And then if you go plays, you get some premium crystals as well. Hence the name Crystal Cornucopia. This is the absolute best way to get your 2-star characters, and that's the absolute best way to do it. What is different about this arena opposed to some others is that instead of just being able to enter it, it does cost battle chips. So Kabam has been pretty good about keeping a set schedule of when this event comes out. It used to be a little bit more random, but it has been on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, USA time, is when these events occur. So mark down on your calendars, Sunday, Crystal Cornucopia. If you're going to use my method for buying battle or arena crystals for units, great, but definitely make sure you save 2,500 battle chips to compete in the Crystal Cornucopia. And one more thing I'm going to show with you is the Crystal Cornucopia is definitely different than the 3-star and 4-star event in that you're able to use all of your champions. So it's a little bit different, and there's a little bit more strategy involved in it. Now, obviously, as you can see, I have a very vast amount of champions. So someone also commented on, how do you compete in the alpha event? Please give any tips in that. I haven't competed in the alpha event yet. It just costs a ridiculous amount of units. It actually costs 3 units to find a match. You can see here in the bottom left portion of your screen, it costs 250 gold to search for matches. But here's the advice I would give, and here's the strategy that I use for the Crystal Cornucopia that would maximize the units that you're using. First off, I really wouldn't recharge as much as possible. If you need to, you're going to be burning through the units as it is. But if you need to recharge, only do it your golds. But to maximize, the points that you're getting, it really does depend on how many, silver characters and how many 3-star characters you have. But I use my 2-star characters to boost up my multiplier to 3 as much as possible. One more thing before I get into this: never sell your characters, and here's why. So after I get my multiplier up to 3, which is 4 wins in, the 5th one is when you actually do have the 3. Then I start using my silver characters, my 3 stars, and then they'll just get you more points. And currently, I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 4-star characters, so I don't have enough to take me all the way through that multiplier so that it's strong enough. So what I do is I start at 8, or 8 or 9 at that streak, and that's where you're going to get some good point values for utilizing your golds. But as you go on, you're going to find if you keep using your gold characters, it's going to get pretty tough about at like 13 in, 14. So at 14, which is the current streak that I'm on, that's where I'm going to utilize a different strategy. And this is why I always tell new players, never, never, ever sell your characters. It makes no sense. And here's the big reason why. You want to pair up a weak character, your 1-star character, with your good characters. And the purpose of this is that when you go into battle, it takes into account your total team PI that you're going against when it chooses an opponent for you. So you'll see I'm on a 14 streak here now, as I mentioned, but what's nice is that I'm getting a lesser value of opponent. So typically this opponent for the gold characters, if I had 3 gold characters, I'll take you through this first battle real quick with Hawkeye because I'm going to lose it on purpose, just because I know I'm going into this with a loss. But typically you'll find that you'll typically find that those level of characters at or around the, I would say about the 8 to 9 to 10 range that I was talking about, you'll start facing, if I were to go in with all of the gold characters at 220, which is where my Spider-Man is at, which is 1200 PI, then I'll be getting all 1700s, at around 10 or 11. If you go in with all those golds, you'll get a 2400 maybe in there. But if you look at the point values, I'm still going to be earning, if I win this battle, 6,000 from Spider-Man. If I win this battle, almost 8 or 9,000 from, or almost 8,000 from my Doctor Strange. So I'll be able to go into it like that and see how I do. I'll take you through just the Spider-Man battle just to see the level that you'll take, and then I'm going to end this video because it's getting a little lengthy and a little longer than I thought because I kind of tended to explain a little bit more and got a little bit sidetracked, losing that one battle on purpose. And that's the downside with this strategy. You do know that going into it, you are going to be losing a battle. So that means you have to be really good with the 2 characters that you're bringing in and make sure that you're going to be able to win those battles. Otherwise, you're going to lose your multiplier. So that's the downside to the strategy. But the positive is you're facing a weaker opponent and you're still gaining a very solid amount of points, which will get your streak up. And that's ultimately what you're trying to do anyway. So we're going to go against Iron Man here. Hopefully we get this win. Again, I'm not going to take you through the Doctor Strange battle as well, just to save some time. But I did want to get one battle in here just so that you could see the point differential and, see that, again, you're realizing you're going to be losing one of these battles. So you have to be extra super careful, which is what I'm doing here. I definitely don't want to run into Iron Man's 3rd special unless I have to, which now I absolutely have to. Because, if I lose this battle here, I've lost my streak and, it doesn't really matter. And I'll have to start all over. However, because I do have so many 2-star characters, it's not the worst thing in the world because I could get my streak back up. The difference with the alpha event is that it is a little bit more difficult because you're spending pure units, which is, again, it it adds up very, very quickly. So, again, I haven't participated in it because I know I'm not at that stage where I need just alphas to win or to keep going forward. I still need more 4-stars and gold characters. So I would say, get to the point where you're able to, you know, win enough battles or win basically the 4-star without using units before you even start to save up for the alpha event. But that's basically how, I participate in the cornucopia, and that's how, I get my 2-star characters. I got a little sidetracked there, but ultimately, I hope this helped give a explanation on how I got my 2-star champions. So definitely feel free to do that. And once again, just a quick recap. If you're starting off in the beginning, use your units for premium crystals, and definitely make sure to participate in the Crystal Cornucopia. Signing off, this is Diddy Downs from Marvel Contest of Champions.